Hey everybody, Greg of the Poparena here, and we're here to discuss The Last Airbender, the latest film from M. Night Shyamalan, an adaptation of the infamous Nickelodeon cartoon. This time I am joined by Victor of the Junkyard.
Hello.
And joining me for the first, well, you two have interacted before, but for the first time for me, yarealpoof, Matt Chapman.
Let's call it Matt. I have no idea how you say that character's name. Hello everyone.
Okay, so, The Last Airbender. As I referenced in my Greg Thinks About video earlier, I thought the cartoon series from Nickelodeon was just okay. Not all that bad, but nothing that really blew me away. After watching The Last Airbender, Avatar, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I had with you when I was watching you. 'Cause The Last Airbender sucked balls. This movie was horrible.
Before we go on, we are not going to be treating this with any sort of reverence, so we are going to swear, and likely, and we are going to give spoilers wherever we feel like it. Alright. So basic letter grade for you would be...
Q.
Okay. I'm going to give it probably a D+, just because there was a little bit to look at there. Matt, what do you think?
F.
Ooh, okay.
F.
I did not expect to be the person giving this the best letter grade. Greg is giving it a theoretical letter. Anyway, or theoretical grade. Anyway.
I was kind of done with this movie after about 4.5 minutes. I don't know. There's something about the way it started, just... I could tell.
Yeah.
I kind of appreciated, like, the very opening shots, which were a recreation of the opening shots of the opening of the cartoon series. And that's pretty much where they stopped caring about the cartoon series. And I'm sure, as everyone knows by now, this is season 1 of the series, book 1, Water, condensed, like about 10 to 12 hours of television condensed into a 90-minute film. And it definitely feels like a Cliff Notes.
Yeah, basically, I guess if I were to say a problem with it, and there were more problems than I'm going to say here, it did feel like they were trying to rush through everything. Nothing got developed during this entire film, and yet they still managed to leave so much out while rushing through so many things. Oh, and
Yeah.
if I can refer back, Matt, to the thoughts video you posted earlier, with regards to the bad actors, I cannot say anything against these actors. In fact, because let me tell you, the writing and the directing were god awful. I cannot blame actors if they have nothing to work with. One specific line that comes to mind is when that kid from the earthbending village runs up to them, and the guard comes up. He says, or they say, "What are you arresting him for?" And the guard says, he earthbended small pebbles at me. It really hurt." And it's like, wow, that was a terrible line, but it was a terrible line.
Yeah, I think that part was supposed to be funny, but, it wasn't. I was laughing through the whole movie, though, just at the serious moment.
Yeah.
You know?
God, yes.
I mean, Prince Zuko's first line, I was already cracking up. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Uncle, look at this!
Well,
Yeah.
that was the thing that made me go, oh god, is that his head was not moving at all. He was not talking. They filmed him and then they added the line afterwards. I was like, oh really? Is this really the kind of movie I'm looking at? But anyway.
Speaking of seriousness, in general, I don't think the biggest thing when a film is adapting from something, be it a television show or a book or a remake of a previous movie, I don't really put too much value in accuracy to the source material. For example, I don't really care if Katara has her hair loopies or not. That doesn't bug me too much. But what does bug me is when they take out the stuff that worked in this series. My point is, there's no humor here.
Not a lick of it.
There's no humor at all. They turned both Sokka and Uncle Iroh, I think his name, who were essentially serious characters. They were comedic characters with serious storylines. Like, they were realistically comedic. Like, they'd be comedic like a real life funny person would be, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But in the films, they're just played completely straight, and they're not fun to watch at all. There's no...
Yeah. Well, Sokka, if I may bring up, is with Sokka, you said they played him straight. They did not play him straight. They played him all the way twisted. 180. Because in the cartoon, he was a goofy guy who was very competent. I mean, like, he was good at strategizing. He knew that, okay, we should probably not get involved here because this is too big for us. In the cartoon, he says, or in the movie, he goes, he's serious, but then he makes a stupid suggestion like, oh, let's go randomly save villages, even though it'll bring the entire army down on our heads. They made him a serious idiot. Oh, and let me go back to that one more time real quick, because I just have to say this, and I don't want to forget it. Sokka, Iroh, Ong, why did they do that? Why did they feel the need to change the pronunciation on all these names? It is nothing more than distracting. Okay.
Like, they have a TV show. It's not like it's a translation across country borders. A language translation here. They say the names thousands of times throughout the series. You have this reference, guys.
Yeah, Matt, were you able to deal with that?
No, I was not.
It just killed me every time a name was said.
I don't know. They said some names right, and I couldn't figure out why they only changed a few. And I think Iroh is the one that bothered me the most, because that doesn't sound cool to me. I always thought Iroh was a cool name, but I don't know. Just bugged me, because I like the character Iroh so much.
Yeah.
He was barely in this.
He seemed like the most interesting character of the film. Nothing like his character in the cartoon, but the most interesting character in the film, but he doesn't do anything.
Right. He was the most involved performance for me, but like you said, he's not like he was in the show, but he was not horrible, I don't think.
And the one thing that annoyed me in that situation was that the Shyamalan knew what he was supposed to be, and so he gave one moment of reference to his more enjoy life, almost easygoing but not quite nature, by having him get a foot massage in one scene. That was the entire homage to the cartoon Iroh. Not him playing
games. Not even one mention of tea.
Yeah.